and welcome to Get Hungry Roos. I'm your host RL, and today we're going to mix things up a bit and talk about some food news. On Valentine's Day, the Wall Street Journal published an article with the controversial headline, "To save money, maybe you should skip breakfast." I paid $1 to read the 250-word article, and let me tell you, the headline is as controversial as the article gets. This piece of journalism is nothing more than a collection of facts about the rise in the price of eggs and other products such as frozen orange juice. The prices have been rising as of late because of an avian influenza outbreak, which on record is the deadliest to hit the US. Prices of eggs, in particular, have gone up 8.5% from December to January and 70.1% in the past year, which is the highest annual rate since 1973. So what does this article say? It says, quote, "Breakfast lovers might be better off just having a cup of coffee, but go with roasted, not instant. Prices for roasted coffee declined by 0.1% last month, but instant coffee rose by 3.6 monthly increase for instant coffee." Not even going to talk about how the author of this article put instant coffee in the same sentence following a conjunction because, hey, I don't have my degree yet. I can't say anything, but one day I'll be able to. Those are just some hot takes from the kitchen. So let's talk about eggs, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Today in the kitchen, we're going to make my favorite breakfast, which is scrambled eggs, side of rice, and a piece of toast. Pretty simple, pretty cheap, and pretty fast. I'm going to be making this two different ways. I'm going to use a poultry egg and also just egg, which is a vegan alternative because cost difference. Last time I checked, beans did not get the flu. So we're gonna just try it. I've never had just egg before. I'm not vegan, since my favorite breakfast is eggs. I think that's kind of self-explanatory. So one equivalent to an egg is 3 tablespoons of just egg. I'm gonna make 2 eggs, and so I'll use 6 tablespoons of just egg. From what I've heard from friends, just egg is not meant to do anything other than scramble, which is fine by me because all I do is scramble eggs. I'm kind of boring like that. So I'll make my 2 eggs and then we'll put in the just egg. So to start off, I'm going to make my regular eggs. Usually I just eyeball my salt and pepper, but since I'm trying to make a good comparison, I think I should actually try to measure this for once. So I'm kind of bougie, so I have Himalayan pink salt in a grinder. So this doesn't exactly make for the easiest, cleanest measurement. But we'll see how it goes. I usually try to do the same portions of salt and pepper. Oh my gosh, my counter is going to be covered in salt and pepper. And not even like salt and pepper. Like, oh my gosh, I could just pour the lid in. I'm doing this over a lid so that way I can like, and then to scramble, I just use a fork because it's easier. Some people put milk in their eggs. I'm dairy free. I just use a plant-based butter when I'm making them because I like my eggs to be a little brown, which really surprised my mom. She was making me scrambled eggs when I wasn't feeling well the other day, and she was like, "Do you put milk in it?" I was like, "No, but like just make them a little brown." And she was like, "Brown? How do you get your eggs brown?" Like, what? You don't have brown eggs? So yeah, no, that's how I like my eggs. Apparently. Don't know who taught me how to do that since it wasn't my mother, but all right. Now, we are going to pour the just egg. Maybe I should make my eggs first. I already put my rice on to boil, So that should be going for me and be ready for me when everything else is ready. The bread is in the oven. Now all that's left is to make these eggs. I'm just trying to remind myself that trying new things is good for you. And, you know, with the price of eggs constantly going up, I mean, I was making bread and my dad came home and he was like, I just needed egg white. And so he calculated how much of my egg was just egg white. And because I threw away the yolk because I was not making scrambled eggs like I am right now. And he told me I just wasted like 54 cents. Which, first of all, what eggs are you buying that it costs you 54 cents? Because my eggs, you might hear Georgia in the background every now and then. She's hitting her buttons. She's one of those dogs that knows how to talk. So she talks back a lot. But I was like, what eggs are you buying that they are so expensive? Okay, so first impressions of the just egg before pre-scramble. It's not a very egg color. It's very yellow, and that's coming from somebody whose favorite color is yellow. This looks very artificially yellow, but now we're gonna scramble, see how that goes. So I just poured in the concoction of, oh, it's thin, like crazy thin. Yeah, I would not try to make like an omelet out of this. I don't think it would hold up very well. I'm gonna be surprised about texture when it scrambles. I did mix it a little bit, but that was so that way the salt and pepper was distributed evenly. Okay, it is starting to like get a shape, so that's good. As somebody that has never seen artificial eggs, this is kind of what I expected. Oh, it's bubbling. That's fun and not scrambled yet. It's already browning, but there's no form to it. So like there's brown from my butter because I did the same measurements for everything. Okay, what it smells like to me is dairy-free cheese on pizza. And if you've had dairy-free cheese, you know that it's not the best thing in the world. The texture is off in dairy-free cheese. Texture's off in this too. I don't like cheese. I know that's like a crime against humanity according to some people, but I don't like cheese. Even before I found out I was lactose intolerant, I didn't like cheese. Don't like the smell of it. I don't like anything to do with cheese. So the fact that this smells like cheese is very off-putting to me. You know, maybe if I liked cheese, it wouldn't matter. But I don't. So it does. They're not eggs. They're not eggs. Like if you're expecting it to look like a scrambled egg, it looks okay. It's starting to kind of look. Maybe I just need to like let it sit and stop touching it. I'll get my rice ready in the meantime and my bread. My bread looks great, and since nobody can see it, nobody will know if I'm lying or not. So my bread looks amazing. 10 out of 10. I definitely didn't forget the cornmeal on my English muffin bread, because that would be ridiculous to forget something like that. All right, my rice is beautiful, very fluffy, very rice-like. And my eggs are doing a thing, and I'm not sure what. What I'm doing for my comparison is I'm putting the separate types of egg in 2 bowls, and I'm gonna give them a try like this. And I will say, before I taste this, because I'm being very harsh on it now, and I haven't even tasted it yet, everybody's taste buds are different. Like, if you want to try this, go for it. Try it. I know some people that love this. Okay, so I have them in 2 separate bowls. I'm glad I'm not doing, I was originally going to do like a blind taste test with somebody. They'd be able to tell which one was which. So that kind of worked out for me, that it wasn't I can't tell which one's which. They both look so much alike. Yeah, no, you'd know which one's the artificial egg. Okay, I'm gonna try the artificial egg first, because if I don't like it, I want to clear my palate with what I do like. Okay, here we go. Okay, I don't like it, but I think if you like cheesy eggs, I think you would. I do not like cheesy eggs because I do not like cheese. But if you like cheesy eggs, then, hey, you cut out another ingredient. Another downside to using just eggs is you do have to finish it within 7 days of opening the bottle, which means I will be gifting that to someone, because there's no way I threw away the rest of it. I feel really bad for doing that because I hate wasting food, but there was no way I was going to keep eating it. So the breakdown of my meal is as follows. The bread I'm using today for my toast is English muffin bread, which I got from Gluten Free on a Shoestring. It's a recipe online. I will be making an episode soon for it, because we're going to talk about yeast, and that's going to be so much fun. So if you are looking for something cost effective, I will say just stick with regular eggs. It's 66 cents for 2 eggs versus 6 tablespoons, which is the equivalent to 2 eggs, for $1.50. So in total, my meal is $1.89 versus $2.73 for the just egg recipe. This is just my go-to or quick meal that I find filling. I enjoy the taste of scrambled eggs, but from what I've heard from others, the just egg product doesn't omelet well, and I definitely can see that. It was very thin and liquidy. There was no thickness to it that would make for an omelet or pretty much anything other than scrambled eggs. But if you like cheesy scrambled eggs, I think you should give it a try. I mean, from my limited taste of cheesy scrambled eggs, I think it would be good. But I don't like cheese. If you don't like eggs, then the shortage isn't going to affect you very much. It's just kind of something to be mindful of. Don't buy it if you don't need it, because that's going to drive prices up. For me, as somebody that bakes, oh my gosh, my entire kitchen smells like these eggs, which would not be bad if they did not smell like cheese, and that cheese is not the smell for me. So the whole price breakdown, it's about $1 a slice for bread, and then the minute rice for half a cup, it's about 27 cents. 2 eggs is 66 cents. 6 tablespoons of just egg is $1.50. Just egg is more pricey as of right now, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to be the case for long. Just egg might become the cheaper option here soon. So again, if you like cheesy scrambled eggs, if you are vegan and you miss the taste of cheesy scrambled eggs, if you're lactose intolerant and you miss the taste of cheesy scrambled eggs, this might be the product for you. It's just not for me personally, but I know people that would like this option because the cheesy flavor is going to be well distributed, not just, few hits here and there. Like, you don't have to melt it yourself. You don't have to mix it in. It's already mixed in. It's everywhere. It is the entire flavor of these eggs. So if you like that, awesome. Go buy Just Egg. If you don't buy Just Egg. Just scramble your own eggs or make an omelet. Do not buy this if you want to make an omelet. But that's going to be where I end today's episode. I'm gonna go eat my real eggs with my real rice and my real bread. Have a good day. This was Get Hungry Roos. This is RL signing off.